Okay, so let's talk about 2026, because that's the year something really shifted. We're not just talking about another trend anymore. We're talking about the dawn of a golden age for K-culture. And I mean it's everything. The music you're streaming, the dramas you're binging, the food you're eating, and the fashion you see on the streets.
And when I say it's rewriting the playbook, I mean it's rewriting the whole thing. We're talking about global economics, entertainment, even international diplomacy. This is way, way bigger than just a few catchy songs. This is a massive cultural force that has, well, completely captured the world's attention.
So, that gets us to a pretty wild question. One that really gets to the heart of all this. Why on earth are presidents practically begging for a K-pop group to come to their country? The answer to that? Well, it shows us the first major shockwave of this whole new era. Okay, so it all kicks off with the return of an absolute global phenomenon. After a 4-year break, the group BTS launched this massive New World Tour. And the response, it wasn't just big, it was totally unprecedented. It actually created what you could call a diplomatic incident, all powered by one of the most organized and passionate fan bases on the entire planet.
So just to give you a sense of the scale here, let's look at Mexico City. For their shows there, 150,000 tickets went on sale. Think about that. That is a huge number for any artist anywhere in the world. That's enough to fill a massive stadium for days on end. But what happened next, that's the really mind-blowing part.
Every single one of those 150,000 tickets, gone, vanished, in just 37 minutes. 37 minutes. That's not a sellout, that's like a digital tidal wave. The demand was so insane, so immediate, it just crashed the ticketing systems and left, hundreds of thousands of fans totally heartbroken.
So we're talking about more than 1 million fans left with no tickets, all of them desperately trying to get in. And this is the point where a simple ticketing problem turns into something way, way bigger. The line between pop culture and, a legitimate public outcry just completely blurred.
It got so intense that the president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, did something pretty extraordinary. She actually wrote an official letter to the president of South Korea to personally ask for another concert. Think about that. This wasn't just a fan petition. It was treated as a matter of actual national importance.
And all that incredible fan fever, it isn't just about passion. It's a gigantic economic engine. And that's our second shockwave, the way it's completely reshaping global tourism as we know it.
What we're seeing is this explosion of something called music tourism. And it's exactly what it sounds like. The concert is the vacation. Fans are literally planning their entire year, their travel budgets, everything, just to get a single concert ticket, often in a totally different country. A 2-hour show suddenly becomes this huge multi-day economic boom for a city. And you want proof? Look at this. The second the Paris concert dates dropped, hotel searches for the city jumped up by an absolutely staggering 590%. London saw a similar spike, up 145%. This isn't just a little bump, you guys. It's basically an economic earthquake set off by a simple tour announcement.
But okay, the influence of K-culture goes way beyond just music and tourism. There's a final shockwave we need to talk about, and this is the one that really signals a permanent, fundamental shift. And that's its conquest of the biggest entertainment hub in the world, Hollywood.
So get this, a major studio, Sony Pictures, didn't just buy the rights to a Korean thing. No. They produced a massive K-culture-themed animated blockbuster themselves from scratch. That kind of huge investment tells you everything. The industry doesn't see K-culture as some little niche market anymore. They see it as a core global audience.
And it wasn't just a cash grab either. It was a massive critical success. The movie's main song, Golden, already grabbed a Golden Globe. It's up for 5 Grammy nominations, and it's a heavy, heavy favorite for the Academy Awards. That's mainstream artistic validation on the highest possible level.
So yeah, as the industry experts are all saying now, this pretty much seals the deal. We are long past the idea of K-pop being some separate, niche thing. It's not. It is, without a doubt, a central force. You could even say it's the beating heart of mainstream global pop culture right now.
So, let's put it all together. You've got the diplomatic influence, you've got the massive economic power, and you've got the full-on Hollywood embrace. When you look at all three of those shockwaves, the conclusion is pretty clear, right? K-culture has become this sustainable, global, mainstream culture that people all over the world are just loving and making a part of their own lives.
And that leaves us with one last really interesting thought to chew on. We've seen cultural trends come and go. But this just feels different. It feels more integrated, more powerful. So the real question we have to ask ourselves looking forward is K-culture becoming the new global standard?